Hi there, my name's Dean, and this time I want to talk to you about the 6 things you can do to make sure your website is optimized for tourists. Let's get started. Let's dig right in. First up on the list, keywords. Now, you may have read, or your web designer may have told you, that Google has depreciated the importance of keywords in their last 2 Panda and Hummingbird updates. However, I want you to stay with keywords. And why is that? The reason is because it makes you or your web designer search for the words that your customers are using when they're searching for a product in your category. Now think about this. You want the customers to find you. You want to be there when they're looking. Whether or not Google thinks it's important is beside the point. Those keywords will inform the text that you write in the subject of that page. Keywords also help you focus on the page and make sure that you're doing what you need to do on that particular page. Related to keywords is number 2, text. Text is still important because it's an important way that Google, Bing, and Yahoo knows the subject matter of that page. Now remember, you only have your visitors for between 3.5 and 4 minutes. You don't want to write a whole lot of text. 1 or 2 paragraphs is fine. It allows you to go back and tell the search engines what it is on that page that you're trying to focus on. So write text based on the keywords. Number 3 on our list, social proof. And by this, I don't mean the normal Twitter and Facebook mix. I mean social proof based on your niche. Let's say you own a restaurant. If you're trying to attract tourists, you need to be on Yelp. You need to be on Urban Spoon if you have a foodie clientele. Have an attraction? You better be on TripAdvisor. These are not the normal sites that you think of when you think of social media. So on your page, you want to remind folks that they can find you on those sites, and you hope they'll write a review. If you ask people to write a review, you'll get more positive reviews. The negative reviews are coming from people who are motivated to write a review. They're going to write one whether you want it or not. So you need to dilute that with a number of positive reviews. You only get those when you ask people to write a review. So go ahead and tie your web pages in with your social media. Next on our list is navigation. A couple of years back, Edmunds.com, a major automotive site, asked their readers what they wanted to see in a good web page. And uniformly, they said navigation. Now think about this for a minute. Google and Apple and many of the major sites on the internet today have gone to very simple, plain white pages. White is in fact something of a fad. I don't really think that a white page is terribly important, but simple navigation really is. You don't need a lot of banners and big buttons and click-through things scattered all over your page. Focus it on one single simple menu bar, and you'll find your visitors stay longer on your page than they would have otherwise. Let's keep moving. Number 5 on our list is maps. Now, that may seem obvious if you have a tourist-related website. However, when I say maps, I mean go over the top. It gets its own page. I've built websites with 2 maps. One map has just the street view that you may normally expect to see in the surrounding neighborhood. The second map has a larger area. This, along with written directions, is really important for a tourism-based site. Finally on our list, number 6, how to promote your site. This is the most important single item. See, it really doesn't matter if you build a nice website. Nobody sees it Who cares? It's wasted money. So what we want to do is to promote our site. One of the ways you can do it with a tourism-based website that you can't normally do is you can hand things to customers as they come and go. They'll put that in the bag that they left your shop with, and that'll certainly help them when they're looking for you later on, because what you really want is for them to come back next year. Remember, tourist people are creatures of habit, and oftentimes we'll go back to the same community 2 or 3 times over several vacations. You also need to have an email list. Email is the most effective marketing you can do online. Also, don't overlook YouTube. YouTube is the 3rd most important website on the internet in terms of traffic. They're number 2 right behind Google in terms of searches. More people search YouTube than search Yahoo or Bing. Are you on YouTube? You really ought to consider it if you're not. And finally, we'll talk briefly about PPC and SEO, and I'm not going to bore you with a lot of the acronyms. However, if you have money, if you have the budget, it's probably worth investigating pay-per-click and search engine optimization. There are companies to help you with that, and I would recommend you get a little advice with that before you set off down that road, because it's real easy to throw away $400 or $500 over a weekend and have nothing in return. In fact, not only is it easy, it's normal. Listen, guys, I hope all of this was helpful for you, and if it was, I'm right here, www.deanlewis.biz. And if you'll sign up for our email on that website, I have a gift for you right now. You can visit our website, sign up for an email. I'll send you a 72-page PDF entitled Marketing 101. It's free, no obligation. All you have to do is sign up for our email, and the reason why you're interested in this is because it explains why different things are important. People always tell you you need a blog, and oftentimes they don't tell you why. This booklet explains the whys and why nots of why you should do certain things. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.